Last week's Star Trek Picard Season 2, Episode 2 gave us a look at the alt timeline, and it was certainly impressive and interesting. Sure, Jean-Luc Picard did have the skulls of his enemies on display, along with many a familiar character that we might have liked, but it was interesting nonetheless. Now this week we're back with a crew as they're trying to fix the timeline by stealing and working with the Borg Queen. As I pointed out earlier in our review for Episode 2 of Season 2, surprisingly the Borg Queen looks to be up to her own agenda in fixing the timeline. Shocker. Let's explore the previews for Star Trek Picard Season 2, Episode 3. Spoiler warning, we'll be discussing this episode in full detail, so if you've not seen it yet, obviously you haven't, it's a preview, but also if you don't need spoiled, don't watch this video, come back later. Welcome to Trek Central, I'm your host Captain Jack, and let's get straight into it. So, Episode 3 so far looks like it's called Assimilated, and will be directed by Leah Thompson. This is excellent considering this is a time travel episode, and our crew are going back to the year of 2024. Fun fact, did you know that only 18% of you watching this video are currently subscribed to the channel here on YouTube? We've got a target of 100k subscribers that we want to reach. Can you help us do it? Hit the subscribe button to never miss a video from the Star Trek universe for myself and the team here at Trek Central. As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, because if you are talking about Star Trek, then we want to hear about it. Okay, engage. Preview images for Episode 3 of Season 2 have dropped online, along with trailers which we'll be breaking down in a moment. If you want to watch those trailers and take a look at the promo images, use the link in the video description. Sadly, we can't show you fully in the video due to copyright restrictions via Paramount. It's a shame, I know. Alright, let's talk about the latest trailer for Episode 3. It's opening almost as if we just left off from Episode 2. No clue what's happened to the Magistrate or his Dark Fleet guards, though if I had to make a guess, they might have found some unfortunate fate with the Borg Queen. Perhaps assimilated. Starfleet ships are chasing down the La Sirena, or should I specify and say alt timeline Starfleet ships? We've got a Steamrunner class and 2 Nova classes, making even more Starship additions to Picard's redemption to using Starfleet assets. Finally. The Steamrunner and one of the Nova class are seen to be hit by the modified torpedoes from the La Sirena. As the Ready Room clip, which we'll cover shortly, points out, the Borg Queen modified those torpedoes and scored a critical hit on the pursuing starships. From a quick glance, both starships are hit right in the main deflector dish, causing some sort of chain reaction, perhaps a warp core breach. Additional scenes are shown of the Borg Queen being plugged in and taking control of La Sirena. Her voice can be heard saying, calculating temporal trajectory, just as Rios loses flight control and informs Picard he's no longer flying the ship. Picard can be heard saying, if we fail here, we fail everyone. From the looks of the dark background, this is likely when they arrive back in the past of the year 2024. Jean-Luc and the crew have their mission of fixing the future, and ensuring that the timeline is fixed for good. The La Sirena can also see him be commencing the time jump as it flies around a solar system's star. Rios can be heard counting up Warp 7, Warp 8, Warp 9 in traditional Star Trek fashion. Now let's hope if they break the Warp 10 plus barrier we don't get Star Trek Picard lizard people. That, or what would we even call those, to be fair? Actually, let's just think about it, because I just thought of the whole Neelix situation again, or, you know, let's just move on. Eleanor's seen as sickbay, clearly in a lot of pain via being shot in Episode 2. Whether Eleanor would die is something I don't personally know, obviously. It wouldn't surprise me, but at the same time, it kind of would. We don't really see Eleanor much in the trailers for the second season, mainly when the crew are in the year 2024. What would he be doing and where is he is our 2 main questions. As is the normal modern trailers as of late, we're treated a quick flash segment showing us exploding starships, sparks on board La Sirena, Jurati defending herself from a Borg Queen, and more. The final segment of this teaser trailer has a Borg Queen saying, the past is now, indicating they're either travelling to the past or they have completed their time jump. What's even more interesting is we see a cut of 7 of 9, but then a woman crying. I would think it was the same female character as 7 as well, perhaps an alternate version again. This week's Ready Room clip is around the same time as we find a trailer for Picard Episode 3, right aboard the La Sirena, just as they're under attack from the Dark Fleet vessels. The clip is focused on Agnes Jurati and the Borg Queen, as the latter has escaped containment and seeks a little bit of her own trouble in a sense. The Queen's containment chamber has been damaged during the La Sirena's escape from the Confederation Earth and its starships, allowing her to escape and randomly crawl around the deck. It's just creepy, okay? Still, impressive strength for standing on her hands and moving around like that. Someone's been at the gym. At first I thought it was time for Jurati to be assimilated or something along those lines, but instead we just see the Queen stare her down. Now, as someone who's not a fan of horror, I'm creeped out here, like I just said above. Allow me, is said by the Borg Queen, as she extends her tubes to connect with the La Sirena and start taking over ship systems, right in preparation for the time jump back into 2024. As she connects, we see La Sirena's warp core turn Borg green, or the Queen calculates the temporal trajectory of the time jump. The same thing we see and hear her say in the trailer we mentioned earlier. The Queen also mentions she initializes something called tachyon radiation splinter bursts, while saying to neutralize the threats, which seems ever so good looking at Starfleet starships being destroyed in a quick hit. I kinda liked it, but also sad. Ship systems are also taken over, Rios losing flight control as we see the computer screen begin to glow green with new Borgish displays. The clip does end with Rios informing Jean-Luc that he's no longer in command of a ship, cutting to black. Personally, I'm going to theorise at this point that the Queen takes La Sirena into the star and begins the time jump, taking the crew back to 2024, but let's talk about it more. Before I share some theories with you, it's really a shame that we're not spending more time in the alt timeline of Star Trek Picard. Exploring this even more would have been really cool, especially with seeing a different version of the Star Trek universe, one we haven't really seen before. Given it does appear that the Confederation are somewhat more developed and further down the technological line than that of the Mirror universe. Theory-wise for this episode, will we kill off Elnor is one of the main bugging things not only myself but many Trekkies online right now. He's a core cast member of Picard, so really I don't see him being killed off unless they allow him to be assimilated to save him. Now that's a theory I've literally just come up with. It would explain why we don't see him in the year 2024. You wouldn't really want a half assimilated man walking around old-time Earth. And again, maybe. That would raise some questions. I kind of like this theory actually, let's see how it plays out. It could certainly be tied back to the artifact and Hugh in the first season as well, given Elnor did spend a fair bit of time there. Now in terms of what we're going next, I'm also looking at Season 2 as Yesterday's Enterprise. Even Q has teasers with an off-the-cuff remark to Jean-Luc in Episode 2. Perhaps we're seeing a similar story to where we'll come full circle by the end of the second season, and everyone is back on board the bridge of the USS Stargazer, and the Borg Queen is revealed to be someone Jean-Luc knows, perhaps a familiar face from his current crew, or someone in time. I'm going to theorise that we're likely to see Q interacting with Brent Spiner's new character of Adam Soong, one who will likely cause a blip in the timeline. We've seen elements of this in the main trailers of Star Trek Picard Season 2, so seeing it early on would make sense as well. What do you think of this week's upcoming Star Trek Picard episode? We're really enjoying the breath of fresh air that Season 2 is so far. Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the video comment section below, because if we are talking about Star Trek, then of course we want to hear about it. Again, if you want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media or join our community Discord server. For now, I've been Captain Jack, and I'm going to be seeing you all this week with brand new Star Trek Picard content. Live long and prosper, my friends. Goodbye.